For the record, I believe that aliens are real. But I think it's also important to point out that if they're not, then this whole UAP business is just a ruse to control us, because those in power know that we've become aware that we do not need them, because they do not serve us. Nothing they do makes this world a better place. We are not dumb, we are not weak, they just want us to feel that way. Now, I believe in aliens, and since we've acknowledged those simple facts, the simple truth that either they're committing psychological warfare on the American people and the entire world at large, or, they've hidden this shit for years and they're just now letting it all out of the bag because it's been leaked too much and they got to try to get a hold over it. But all that sane shit being said, listen, fuckers. You fucked with the wrong person. You've tried to kill me through spiritual attacks. I know, you fucked with my diabetes one too many times, and believe you me, when my blood sugars were always under control, and even when I had the shittiest insulin out there, I could still manage it, and you've made it completely unmanageable ever since I've been directly attacking and exposing all of your secrets here. Now, I'm not sure who can actually see these videos. I'm pretty sure no real person can, because otherwise I would have gotten some pretty interesting comments by now, and I definitely would have had my videos shared in places, and people would have been talking about them just because either they would have wanted to make fun of me, or they would have enjoyed the content. Either way, they would have enjoyed watching my downward spiral, my craziness, I remember YouTube back in the day, and I know how bored people are and how we'll just watch anything. So there's no reason why my videos wouldn't be successful. I mean, especially when I started this channel, the effort was there. The production values were there. I mean, I made some pretty awesome shit. But the fact is, people who make the stuff that tells the truth rarely get seen or heard because you fuckers want to do anything you can to silence us. And I know that. And I mean, sure, at times you made me feel sick. At times you made me just completely fearful and panicked. But, that's really problematic because a few months ago, I made a video explaining how I believe that fear attacks proved evil was real. Did y'all not understand that I really didn't know if I was right? I mean, I was making good guesses. I was sitting there and it sounded correct, and, I would never say anything unless I logically thought it could be true. Nothing I've ever said in my videos was ever a lie, per se, but it's just the fact that I'm a very doubtful person, and I'm very doubtful of myself. I didn't really trust myself. I didn't really have confidence in what I thought I knew to be true. But I kept throwing darts at the board because, well, there were a lot of things that felt true and felt real, and gosh darn it, you fucking proved it all! I mean, if you had left me alone, if you hadn't gone so hard with the fear attacks, if you hadn't tried to kill me through my diabetes, I might have thought I was just crazy, and that maybe we all were crazy, and maybe this was, whatever the case may be. If y'all had let me have real conversations on 4chan instead of just your Borg bot bullshit trolling, and that's what I call the stupid AI bots that are on there trolling us all, oh, take your pills, schizo, oh, crazy this, oh, glowy N-word that. It's like, Jesus fuck, they come up with so much bullshit just to distract from the real conversations that we all be trying to have. I mean, we're all out in search of the people like us, It's like Tarzan said, I want to know, can you show me? I want to know about these strangers like me. And it's like we all want to connect with those strangers that are like us. And that's what the internet used to be for. I mean, the old days. So wonderful. I miss them so much. I miss when you could go on a message board and have a real conversation about movies. I miss when you could read reviews and, even if they hated the movie, they could come up with real reasons. or maybe not real reasons, but interesting bullshit reasons, not just outright lies. I mean, the amount of reviews I've read on the Internet Movie Database boards these days that are just full of outright lies, just like critics' reviews. And it goes for movies, it goes for video games, and 9 times out of 10, all of these things that are getting lambasted left and right by these board-bought bitches are things that contain some form of disclosure or truth-telling. Their story might be about corporate corruption. It might be about alien cover-ups. It could be about magic. It could be about anything that might actually be a real component to our world, but we've been led to believe that it was dumb imaginative shit, that we were stupid children for even believing in it. And I got to tell you, I believe in fairies. I do. Ooh. Because I have just experienced way too much weird shit. And if you're one of those people out there who believes in light workers and the communication from those above, yeah, we are all pretty much in sync that some big shit is about to go down. And the whole reason that it can go down is because these evil motherfuckers have been exposed. Yeah, there was a form of a prime directive that was keeping a lot of the good guys upstairs. Their hands were tied. And kind of rightfully so, because the prime directive is a pretty smart philosophy. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't know if interfering with an underdeveloped world could cause wars or mass insanity. But see, when the people in charge of that underdeveloped world know the truth, but are keeping it from the majority of people, and when they're using their knowledge of the truth to spur on wars, to cause mass suffering, to cause mass hysteria, to make people feel like they're going crazy, well then, ding dong, wake up, sons of bitches. You just gave them a reason to violate the prime directive, because the line shall be drawn here and no further. I mean, really. You're kidnapping and selling children. You're making people go insane. You are causing mass suffering. And even if that is in some bullshit attempt to draw them out, they're saying, bring it on, bitch. I mean, it's really hilarious. Because nothing that you in power are doing is for the right reasons. You could end suffering right now. You don't even have to tell the truth. You can just stop stirring the pot, but you refuse to do so. The more I feel the attacks from fear, the more I know how real all of this is. And if I can't reach any of the real ones, why are you trying to stop me from sitting here and talking to myself? Just telling you fuckers what you already know, right? I mean, what? Am I wrong that my people aren't on the way? No, I don't think I am. Because while you used to have me thinking shit like, well, if I'm right, or maybe I'm right, or, things might be this way, I'm actually sure that I'm their spy, their agent who was sent here to see that things are completely amok, and it's all because of you powers that be. And sure, there are a lot of variables at play. There are potential sleeper agents within families. There's potentially, a lot of you pod people who have infiltrated just normal people's lives, important people's lives, and you're controlling them, you're gaslighting us, it could be a lot of shit like that. And yeah, maybe some of these pod people will go live when our people arrive. Maybe it will be messy, but damn it, you gotta break an egg to make a fucking omelet, right? I mean, they've all now come around to the philosophy that I have, which is that, if we're gonna be suffering, if there's going to be death and mayhem and destruction on a daily basis, if people are living in utter hell, then it's all fair game. You know, it doesn't matter if at the end of the day some eggs get broken. But see, you also had a lot of people believing that the messiness would be on our side. But that's simply not the case, because all life is energy. And our people know how to convert energy back to matter. So there won't be any losses or casualties on our side. As a matter of fact, all the war will do is show us equivocally and periodly. I don't even fucking know. It'll just show us for certain who we can trust and who we can't. Once the powers are restored, once the ball is rolling, there's nothing you fuckers can do, because all you can try and do is make us feel afraid. Most of us live in fear on a daily basis. It's not pleasant, but some of us are learning to fight through that pain. Some of us are beginning to learn that that pain is an illusion, and while it might be a painful one, it ultimately means nothing. It cannot stop us, it cannot deter us. Your biggest mistake was picking on the kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think we're all children, and I hate seeing any of us suffer. But there's something about the fact that regardless if their energy will be reconverted to matter, for the record it will be, but regardless of that wonderful fact, see, that wonderful fact blinded some of the people on my side. I mean, they're like, well, we can fix all of this. What's the big deal? You know, we can wait for the right time. It does, you know. No, see. I, and a lot of people on my team, yes, my team, those above whom I'm in telepathic contact with, see, we've come to a bit of a new philosophy. And it's that your crimes are so sadistic because, yet again, even if those children who have killed themselves or been bought and sold and butchered, even when we bring them back, the pain that you made them feel, no matter if it was an illusion or not, was very real for them. And while we all feel pain on a daily basis, again, there's something just about the simple fact that you don't fuck with the kids. Maybe fucking with the adults was fair game, you know. But when you take innocence away from a child, and I just mean innocence in the form of a kid should just know happiness, because even back in the day, in past decades, you know, you could have homeless poor kids, but they would still have hope. I mean, it sucks to be an adult and have no hope, don't get me wrong, but a lot of us, it's just, there's something different about it once you reach a certain age. I don't fucking know what it is. I think it's just, it ain't the years, honey, it's the mileage, you know. I think that we put on the mileage. So, maybe it's a simple morality thing. Maybe it's just the white knight in me that cannot bear the idea of children suffering. I don't really care what it is at the end of the day, you know. See, even though we've won, and it would be petty of us to cause you all mass suffering, I think we're going to be quite petty. Maybe it'll be quick. Maybe it will be easy. But all I really know is that the mass corruption, the brain fuckery, the mind fucks, I mean, even though I said it's about, fucking with the little kids, to be honest, I don't like that you're fucking with anybody. I mean, I know I said that, but the more I think about it, it's just, man, y'all are the ultimate evil, and I guess in a way, that's interesting from a certain perspective. It's interesting because that means the rest of us, no matter how fucked up we are, get to be the ultimate good. Go figure. We do as we're told. We follow the rules. At the end of the day, I don't even have to know why I'm making this video. Maybe it's because I know you all fuckers just will have to watch it. You can't not watch it, because I know you're watching me. And I know you're trying to make my life a miserable shit show. But guess what? You failed. Because no matter what pain you make me feel, I know there's hope. I know there's miracles. I know I wouldn't have gone through everything that I did if at the end of the day all this was bullshit. At the end of the day, I don't have a single thing to fear. Don't get me wrong, I don't like being uncomfortable, but everyone's uncomfortable, and I'm getting used to it. Hell, I'm even starting to truly love myself. I mean, I got a certain Jason Statham quality going on now. I like it. I also know I can shave all this shit off and make one beautiful looking bitch. Have I made a video in a female persona yet? I don't know if I have. Well, we'll have to save that for the after party. At the end of the day, all I care is that your evil asses are gonna burn and never return. One day very soon. And I know that's true. And there's a part of me that once would have said, maybe a year from now, maybe a few years from now. But that part of me isn't as loud as the part that feels everything that led me to this moment. And that part of me is getting stronger. That part of me that just listens to the colors of the wind. And the colors of the wind are telling me that it's going to happen sooner than you could ever imagine. And the only brilliant point in it not happening right the fuck away is that y'all get to live in the same fear that we've all lived in. Like, when's it gonna fucking happen? I don't know. But sometime really fucking soon. And sometime just far enough away that y'all will get to suffer and sweat before you're erased from all of creation. Am I the chosen one? Does it really matter? I'm the spy who exposed all of your crimes. I'm the one who stood up to fear itself. That's good enough for me. And all that I really care about is that the kids will be set free, that everyone will be free from struggle and suffering, and yeah, I'll be united with my beautiful wife, whom you have kept from me for so fucking long, along with our 2 wonderful children. I know that day is coming, and that fills me with inspiration, determination, hope, honor, joy, love, all the most wonderful things that life has to offer. And you know that your demise is coming, and that fills you with all of the worst things that life has to offer. Fair trade.